Welcome to the 7-part series on ways that you can save money when it comes to hiring a divorce attorney in New York. Number one is hiring the right professionals. From your attorney to your therapist to a divorce coach, you want to make sure that you're really getting the right professionals in your corner, assembling the team that you work best with, so this way you can save that time and money down the road. The number one professional that you're going to be working with is your divorce attorney. When it comes to getting divorced, I always advocate for staying out of court. Choose collaborative divorce or mediation options, but regardless of what process you're in, make sure that you have the right attorney. Finding the right attorney can take a little time. It can take some energy, take some research, but it is well worth your energy to spend now so that down the road you understand that this is the right person for you and that you're not going to be caught up with having your values not align with them, caught up with miscommunications, caught up with them seeing things and taking your divorce in a completely different path than you wanted. And while nobody is going to have a great time with their divorce attorney, because this is not going to be an easy time for you, you do want to choose somebody who you're comfortable with, who you can open up to, and who you can speak to about the intimate details of your marriage and the concerns that you have for your future. When it comes to choosing the right attorney, I've talked about this before, make sure that you're getting consultations with different professionals in the area. Ask friends, ask family, ask neighbors, compile all of the names of these attorneys, start looking them up online, looking at their reviews, looking at their process options, and honestly, just their general overall online presence. Does it look like there's somebody who you could sit with and have a talk with? Does it look like there's somebody who's going to be a shark in the courtroom? Does it look like someone who's going to be a good fit for you? If it seems like they're not, eliminate their name immediately. And then when you do compile a list of people who you think might be worth your time having consultations with, reach out to them. Don't just reach out to one, reach out to a few. Make sure that you're speaking to them, having consultations with them, and letting them know your concerns about how you might work together in the future. And a lot of times people will go in there because it is a time of overwhelm and you have so many things to be concerned about. And a lot of times people go in there with the concern of just money. How much is this attorney going to cost? If attorney A is significantly cheaper than attorney B, but attorney B seemed like they were the right fit, that they were going to move things along a little quicker, that they were more aligned with your values and what you want for the future, well, maybe A is not the best fit. Maybe you do want to go with B, even though B might be a little bit more money, because maybe they can move things forward a little bit more efficiently. If you're more aligned, then they can definitely help you on a path that's a little bit more straight instead of more crooked. Don't just choose an attorney based on price. They have to be the right fit for you for a myriad of reasons. So make sure you're listing your pros and your cons for each attorney and make sure that you find one that sits right with your gut. A second professional who I highly recommend that you bring into the process is a divorce coach. Your attorney is there to help you with the legal matters. And while they do want to hear from you, they want to understand where it is that you are, where it is that you want to be in the future. They are not your coach. They are not your therapist. Using your divorce attorney as your therapist can feel very, very easy and natural because you're talking to them so often about so many of the details of your marriage anyway. However, just know that number one, it's going to cost you a lot of money. That costs a lot of money to talk to them about emotional issues in your marriage, why you are feeling so frustrated because your spouse is not moving out, paying the support they're supposed to, abiding by agreements that you have. Those are legitimate concerns. Absolutely. Is your attorney the best person for you to be unloading these things onto? Not necessarily. So, number one, it's going to be expensive. Number two, your attorney is not trained for that. Their training, their expertise, their job is to help you in the legal realm in order to help you understand what the legal ramifications are of what you're doing, what you're signing, and how you can move forward. Having a divorce coach work with you who can really set you up for what the expectations are, unloading that emotional baggage as to why you're feeling so frustrated about this particular issue in the divorce, why you're so upset that this section has stalled or that your spouse is just being a full-on jerk. Those are things that your attorney can help with if there's a legal remedy, but if not, please rely on a divorce coach. And just the same as I was talking about with an attorney, make sure that you're going and having consultations with a few of them. Make sure that you're speaking to them in advance, finding out how the two of you might work together, what their fees are, what their hours are, how the two of you will work together, if it's virtually, if it's in person, all of that, and find the right fit. Another person who is very important for you and your future is a therapist. And now, just as a divorce coach is there to really help you with your emotions and manage your expectations, but they're there to do it in the divorce realm, specifically in the divorce realm, a therapist or a mental health counselor can really help you find you for your future. They can help you identify issues that your attorney can't and your divorce coach cannot. They're there to really focus on past traumas, future hopes, ways that you can set yourself up for success mentally, emotionally, and really be there for you long after the divorce. Do not shy away from getting a therapist because you think, I don't have the time, I don't have the money, I'm feeling overwhelmed. All of those reasons, the time, money, and feeling overwhelmed, those are the exact reasons you do need a therapist. Because at your best, when you are at your best, you can be your best as far as time, money, and energy. You want to be giving more to you, to your family, to your future, and you can't do that if right now you are stuck. Finding the right therapist is very important. And even if you're going once a month, right? I mean, people find the best value out of going once a week. If you can't afford it, go once a month. Find the right person and go every other week. Start to save money in other ways and try to go more often. I'm not telling you to bankrupt yourself. I'm not telling you to put that need above more emergent needs, maybe, but having a therapist in your corner who can help you completely away from your divorce attorney, completely away from the divorce coach. And honestly, even if you don't want to talk about divorce at all, that is really something that's going to be so valuable to you. I don't know anyone who has gone to therapy and said that they didn't find value in it. And if you go to one therapist and they're not the right fit, find somebody else. You will find the right fit. This was part 1 of the 7-part series in ways that you can save money when you're getting divorced and finding the right professionals to work with. Make sure that you follow along. Send us any comments, any questions, any suggestions, maybe any pointers that you've had finding the right professionals for your divorce. We'd love to hear from you. Make sure to give us a follow and a like, and we will see you next time where we continue our discussion in this 7-part series of ways that you can save money when it comes to getting divorced.